Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So let's continue our leptons and mecha program with with chapter 8, which is physical optics. Okay, so here we have about 4 questions to solve. Okay, so let's continue with questions number 1. Okay, so for question number 1, so let's read the question first. So we have a young double slit experiment was set up with monochromatic light of wavelength 5.4 exponent -7 meter. Okay, and the distance of the slits to the screen is given 1.8 meter. So means that this is the slits and this is the screen. So the distance between them is 1.8 meter. Okay, so if the ninth bright fringe is formed at a distance of 4 cm from the center, okay, maknanya bright fringe yang ke-9, okay, which is 4 cm from the center. So from here, so let's say this is the Y9 bright. Okay, so the distance from the center to this position is 4 cm. Make sure you change to meter. Okay, so let's calculate the slit separation. So slit separation means that the small d. Okay, so let's take out all the informations given. So we have lambda, d, capital D here, and Y9 bright. So Y9 bright is the distance from center to the ninth bright. Okay, so we need to use this equation, which is equation for the bright fringes, the distance of the bright fringes from the center. Okay, so rearrange the equation. So d is equal to m lambda d over ym. Okay, so this is very easy question, straightforward question. So the answer is equal to 2.025 exponent -4. Okay, finish question number 1. So let's proceed to question number 2. So we have a glass lens is coated with a thin film of transparent composite compound in order to make the lens non-reflecting. Okay, so highlightkan perkataan lens which is non-reflecting. Okay, what will the minimum thickness? So we want to calculate the minimum thickness of the film. Okay, if the refractive index of the glass is given 1.50 and refractive index of the composite material is 2.82 and the wavelength of the light used is 610 nanometer. Okay, look at here. If the question states that we want to make the lens non-reflecting, means that we want the interference to be disruptive interference. Okay, so non-reflecting means that disruptive. Okay, so look at this diagram. So I have 3 layers here. The first one, so this is N1, the refractive index of air, which is 1.00, and second one, N2, is the composite material, which is the coated of the glass, and it is on top of the glass. So N2 is equal to 2.82. And here we have refractive index of the third material, which is the glass, and it's equal to 1.5. Okay, okay, now look at here. If the ray coming from here and it is incident on this surface, so it will refracted in this direction, and this one would be reflected in this direction. So means that the first ray is coming from the lower refractive index to the higher refractive index. Okay, from N1 to N2. Okay, so means that there is a phase change. Okay, so here we have a phase change. Okay, kalau dia datang macam ni, so maknanya bila ada phase change, so dia akan terbalik macam ni lah. Okay, and for the second ray, it will incident on this layer. So means that it coming from refractive index of 2.82 to N3. Okay, so this is the glass. So from 2.82 to 1.5, from higher refractive index to lower refractive index. Okay, means that kalau ray tu daripada higher refractive index to the lower refractive index, means that the second ray tak akan berlaku phase change. So dia samalah. Okay, tak akan berlaku phase change. Yang ni awak betulkan sekejap. Saya tulis. Okay, mana tadi? Okay, so ni salah lah. Okay, so untuk ray 1 Okay, there is a, sorry, so untuk ray 1 there is a phase change. Okay, untuk ray 2 yang ini, so no phase change. So satu ada phase change and the second one no phase change, means that okay, the interference is antiphase. Okay, so let's choose the correct equation. So since this is antiphase interference and we need to choose equation of disruptive interference. Okay, so the equation is 2nt equal to m lambda. Okay, so since we want to find the minimum thickness of the film, so let's substitute all the values given, then we can find t, and it's equal to 1.08 exponent negative 7 meter. Okay, make sure you know which equation that you want to use based on the refractive index of the layer that given by the questions. Okay, so ini adalah antiphase and we will use disruptive antiphase. Okay, so finish question number 2. Let's proceed to question number 3. Okay, so question number 3 here, we have a single slit question. Okay, so a monochromatic light of wavelength 6.5 exponent negative 7 meter fell upon a single slit. So given that the A, alright, the separation of the slit is 4 exponent negative 6 meter. Okay, so if the screen is placed at 8 cm from the slit, okay, maknanya jarak antara single slit and screen is 8 cm. Calculate the width of the center bright fringe. Okay, so let's take out all the informations given, and question number A, we want to find the width of the center bright fringe, and the equation is 2 lambda d over A. Okay, so remember the width of the center is 2 lambda d over A. Okay, and let's substitute all the values. Okay, lambda is given. Okay, and here we have d is 8. Okay, ini tertinggal ni, so saya tambah. Okay, ini awak masukkanlah. Okay, we have 8. Oh, sorry. Sekejap Okay, ni mungkin Puan Shima tertinggal, so saya tambah kat sini 2. Okay, yang ni 8 exponent negative 2. Okay, awak cuba tekan calculator. Okay, so kita akan dapat 0.026 meter or 26 millimeter. Okay, so remember this is actually this is actually equation of ym. This is actually ym for first dark. Okay, y1d. Maknanya in order to calculate the width of the central bright fringe is actually equal to 2 times y1d. So ini adalah equation y1d, which is m lambda d over A. So m dia adalah 1 lah. Okay, because first dark. Okay, so saya rasa ini semua tak ada masalah. Okay, so finish question 3A. Okay, for question 3B, so here we want to calculate the number of minimum position. So minimum is referring to the dark fringes. Okay, so we want to calculate how many dark fringes that we can observe on the screen. Okay, so let's choose equation for disruptive interference. Okay, this is for the dark fringes. Okay, so minimum position that can be observed. So as we know, we want to calculate how many minimum position, that's mean how many dark fringes that we can observe on the screen. So we will take sin theta as the maximum value. So sin theta is equal to 1. So let sin theta is equal to 1. So A is equal to m lambda. So kita nak tengok berapa banyak dark fringes yang kita boleh observe on the screen. So A is equal to m lambda since sin theta is equal to 1. So rearrange the equation. So m is equal to A over lambda. Okay, m is the number of order untuk one side only. Okay, kita ada center kan, central bright fringe. So kita ada the top side of the interference pattern and the bottom side as well. Okay, so m yang kita kira kat sini, so when we substitute all the values, so m is equal to 6.15. Okay, so from here 6.15. So kalau contoh kita dapat, let's say jawapan, contohlah awak dapat jawapan dekat sini 6.72. Okay, jangan sesekali bundakan kepada 7. Even you dapat 6.72, so the number of order must be equal to 6. Jangan bundakan jadi lebih tinggi. Okay, so 6115 is equal to 6. So remember, this is the number of order for the dark fringes for one side only. So kalau kita ada interference pattern atas, so kita kena tambahkan dengan bawah. Therefore, for both sides, so the number of minimum position that we can observe on the screen is 6 times 12. 2 lah. Okay, side atas dengan side bawah. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Okay, so maknanya kat screen kita boleh nampak 12 order lah, ada 12 minimum position that we can observe on the screen. Okay, so finish question number 3. So proceed to question number 4. Okay, so this is the last question, and this is about diffraction grating experiment. So we use the monochromatic light of wavelength 650 nanometer, and it is incident normally onto a diffraction grating with 400 lines per millimeter. Okay, so 400 lines per millimeter. Highlightkan ini, gariskan. Okay, why? Because the diffraction gratings end, so we need to change 400 lines per millimeter to 400 lines per meter first. So before you start to answer this question, you need to change first 400 lines per millimeter to 400 lines per meter. Okay, so for A, find the separation between two spacing on the grating. So kita nak kira lah berapa separation between two spacing on the gratings. Okay, so this is the equation of D. Okay, so D is equal to 1 over N. The separation between two spacing on the grating is equal to small d, where small d is equal to 1 over N. Tapi tengok pada N ni, okay, ini jangan masukkan. Please don't substitute 400. This is not 400, it's 400 lines per millimeter. Okay, so when N is equal to 400 lines per millimeter, so we need to change to meter. So it's equal to 400 times 10 power of 3 lines per meter. Okay, kalau confused macam mana you nak tukar, you buat darab silang. Kan, jap macam ni. Okay, contoh 400. Okay, 400, sorry saya tulis pakai mouse, 400 lines. Okay, 400 lines per millimeter. So times, okay, so millimeter at the bottom of the fraction. So in order to cancel millimeter, kita letak 1 dekat atas. Okay, so 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. So now we can cancel millimeter. So 400 times 1000 is 400 times 10 power of 3 lines per meter. Okay, so sekarang unit kita dah dalam lines per meter. Okay, so ini yang paling penting sekali. So D you dapatlah 2.5 times 10 power of negative 6 meter. Okay, so B, okay, find the angle formed by the first order diffraction. So the first order diffraction, M is equal to 1. So since this is diffraction grating experiment, so let's use this equation. So D sin theta is equal to M lambda and M is equal to 1. Okay, so make sure your calculator in degree mode. So sin theta is equal to M lambda over D. Therefore, theta is equal to 15 degree. So maknanya, in order to observe the first order diffraction on the screen, the angle of the light from the center should be 15 degree. Okay, so we have finished all 4 questions. Okay, sekiranya you nak lagi soalan tambahan for discussion for set 1 and set 2, so you can come to my YouTube channel. So here I will put my YouTube channel so that you can check it out. Okay, so that's all from me. So thank you and all the best.